What's up guys, I'm Greg Dewar and welcome back to another episode of Renovation Allocation. Today we're going to walk you through this complete renovation, show you everything we did and why. I know you see in the background here that we've got a GoPro going. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can see all of the footage of the entire renovation on a time lapse. So we're here in the front of the home. This is the dining area. It is a tight space, but we did make some improvements to that with removing the walls, so it's a little more open to the kitchen, which you'll see in just a minute. Other than that, we've obviously replaced all of the floors, given the room a paint job. There's new trim. Outlets have been upgraded as well. And one of the primary updates that this room saw, obviously, is this big, giant, brand new window. A lot more energy efficient. Still lets the light in. It's an exciting day today. We're at the finish line of this kitchen renovation, and today all the plastic comes off. So the kitchen, this is obviously the biggest transformation in this house, and there's a lot of things that we did to maximize the space in the small square footage. And we're going to go over everything. So if you saw the video of me demoing this kitchen, which you should have if you're subscribed, if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe. You would know that this kitchen did have bulkheads previously. There was absolutely nothing in the bulkheads. They were just a complete waste of space. So we were able to improve the height of the cabinets by removing the bulkhead and giving you extra storage with taller upper kitchen cabinets. The next thing we did is we wanted to change the actual layout of the kitchen. The sink used to be right here in the middle. We felt that you need more counter space when you're working at the stove as opposed to the sink. So we swapped and moved the stove over to this side of the kitchen, and now we have the sink and the fridge on the opposite side of the kitchen. Obviously, this allows for a great amount of working space. These are huge drawer banks now, 36 inches on each side of the stove. So in a small kitchen, you get a lot of working space, plus 6 massive drawers, which are gonna improve storage tremendously. Another way to save space in a small kitchen is obviously multi-use appliances. Especially a lower profile, narrow microwave range vent. This obviously gets the microwave off of the countertop and saves height so you can have a taller upper cabinet. So in the old kitchen, the stove and the fridge were side by side, and there was like 12 to 16 inches of counter space for the stove. Again, if you've seen the demo video, which you should have if you're subscribed, so subscribe so you see future videos. You'll know that that's like a very inefficient use of space, especially in a small kitchen. So we swapped over the sink. It's now a single sink, still deep, still lots of room to do your dishes. We were also able to save space by using an 18-inch dishwasher instead of a standard 24-inch dishwasher. To be quite honest, I actually like this. I would use this in a family home too, really. It won't sit around waiting for you to fill it up with dishes. It's a nice, effective way to make use of the space and still have all the kitchen appliances that you want. All right, so here's a pro tip for you. When we were doing this kitchen renovation, the heat and cooling register was actually like right in the middle of the floor. And because it was right where the sink was, it was completely rotted out. It was all rusty, very damaged. So of course we had to replace all of the ductwork as well. But the other thing that we did to help save space and help make it so that there's no obstruction in the kitchen floor is we moved the register right into the cabinet toe kick. So you're never going to know it's there. It's out of the way. It's not going to see damage from water or anything like that. Plus, you still get all your heating and cooling. So another way to save space in a kitchen is by using counter depth fridges. So I like to use counter depth fridges all of the time. They don't protrude into the room nearly as much. If a regular fridge would probably be about out to here, which would look kind of off, especially in a brand new kitchen. We do also like to do the full fridge built-in. So we have gables on the side, full cabinet up above that goes all the way back to the wall. So it's a counter depth cabinet up there as well. So tons of storage for all your baking sheets or things of that nature that do take up a lot of space but are harder to store in lower cabinets. So let's talk about the finishes in here. We did choose to go with white cabinets, shaker style. It's a timeless look. It's never going to go out of style. It hasn't gone out of style. It's been around for decades. So we do like to stick with that whenever possible. There's a lot of ways you can spice that up though. Obviously on this project, we decided to go with like a green handmade backsplash tile. It actually looks really good. I'm super happy with how it turned out, especially with the gold fixtures. Once we add the handles as well, which are matching to the faucet, I think it's really going to set it off and it's going to look super sharp. So another feature that we packed into this kitchen, which can be done very cost effectively when you're demoing the whole room, is under cabinet lighting. Obviously this is going to help on the days where it's a little dark outside, the days aren't as long, but you need that extra light to work with. Alright, so we're in the living room here, which obviously has also seen a major transformation. The major things that we did in here was we added pot lights to the room. There was absolutely zero lighting in it previously. So this was a simple and cost-effective way to light up the space. Floors are done, trim and doors, and of course, we got this nice, big, gigantic new window. So next up was stairs and railing. Obviously everything there was also in rough shape. You've seen the before video. So what we did here was we were debating between tread caps or carpet. Based on time and budget, we went with carpet. But wait till you see the new railing. Alright, so we had to replace the railing in this house. We had absolutely no choice. The old post was wobbly as a ship in the ocean. Everything was falling apart. So what we did is we went with a new modern oak banister with these black square pickets. I think it turned out really, really nicely. It's not fully finished yet. There's still some finish work that needs to be done around it. Of course, a steel on the wood as well, but it's far enough along that you get the vision. All right, so if you've watched any of the footage from the demo of this home, these old steel door frames, the first one gave me a run for the money. Once I figured out how to take it apart nicely, they went pretty smooth, but the reason we did it, obviously, new doors, new trim, handles, everything looks fresh, new, modern. So all of the bedrooms got the exact same treatment. New paint makes a big difference. New floors, obviously major transformation there as well. And then we've got new baseboards and casings. They all have new windows because they were the old 70s style single pane windows with absolutely zero energy efficiency. And then the last thing that we did as well is we upgraded all of the outlets and switches and low profile light fixtures. So another thing that we did in all of the bedrooms, which I do on every home, is all of the closets get full closet organizers and double hangers. Just helps to increase the amount of space that you have for hanging and storage. So the bathroom has a total transformation. This one was a bit tricky, to be honest with you. This is a pretty tight bathroom. We did use a full-size vanity, which does make it a bit of a squeeze as you're coming through, but when you're in here and you're using the bathroom, we just felt that you'll get a lot more use out of a full-size vanity, extra counter space, good drawer space, and everything of that nature. Additionally, new tile flooring. I don't know if you saw the old video, but the floors were absolutely brutal. There was layer upon layer of old vinyl floor. There was mold in between some of the layers. So everything was removed. Everything was sprayed down by a professional remediation company. And then we brought the floor back to life with new underlay and tiling. Hopefully it'll stand the test of time. In addition, bam, new shower, new subway tiles in here. Everything is super fresh and clean, nice and bright. We added a pot light in the shower as well, just so that you have all the additional light that you need, because in here we felt like probably a shower curtain is going to be the most suitable option, which does tend to kind of dim down the room if you're inside. All right, so here we are in the basement, the final level of the renovation. Everything is all done to the same level. New floors, new paint, new trim. Everything is looking fresh and clean. One of the primary things that we did in this basement actually, which you may have seen if you saw the before videos, is there used to be a little sliver of a window here. You actually couldn't even see the window. It was in the ceiling basically. So what we did essentially was just closed it off. It was adding no value whatsoever. So I did have one of my masonry guys come in. He cinder blocked the window in and then he parged over it on the outside. So you can barely even tell that we actually removed it, whether you're looking on the inside or the outside. And it was just a lot simpler and cleaner to drywall over it. All right, so the last piece in the basement was the 2-piece powder room. You'll notice that we finished it exactly the same as we finished the main bathroom upstairs. There's no shower in here, of course, but everything is on the same degree, because you know what, when people are looking at a home, consistency is key. That's why you'll see in all of the clips from all of the rooms, they've got the same floor, the same doors, the same trim, the same hardware. Everything is very similar, so that when you're coming in here, it basically feels like new construction. It feels like a new home. And ultimately, you know, if you're renovating your house for sale or if you're doing a project, the details is what matters, and that's what people focus on, both consciously and subconsciously. So we try to maintain consistency through all of the renovations on each and every floor. All right guys, so that's a wrap for today. We've shown you the whole inside of this unit, renovation top to bottom. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you'll see our next video featuring the exterior.